Dive coasters can either be loved or hated by the community. They are generally, however, loved by the general public, and have offered a different riding experience since the concept of it was imagined by bandm. They offer a one-of-a-kind view depending on the park, mixed with a couple of fun elements and minor airtime. Why are these coasters hated on so much by the roller coaster enthusiast community? I'll go over that, the history of the dive coaster, the future, and personal experiences on this coaster in this video. Before we begin, please hit that subscribe button and the like button. Doing so helps us grow as a channel, and you'll be notified of future videos that will drop down for Midwest coaster fans in the future. Let's begin. Do you like the feeling of free falling, hanging in the air? Well, then I have a coaster for you. The dive coaster model was first thought of by bandm around 1994 to 1995, according to Walter Bollinger. Then that concept to the first model was installed at Alton Towers as Oblivion in 1998. This coaster's first drop is 180 feet with a length of 1,224 feet. Basically, the ride experience was a dive into a tunnel and then the coaster was over. If you were wanting to visit Alton Towers and ride the first dive coaster, you would want to go to United Kingdom to ride the first one ever built. As soon as this model was built, it drew interest from parks all over the world. Oblivion did not have a true vertical first drop since it's at 87 degrees. There was a second coaster built in Taiwan called Diving Machine G5 in 2000. But the first drop yet again was only 87 degrees. Diving Machine G5 was basically the same thing, which was a drop into a tunnel and an airtime hill this time, and then it was over. It wouldn't be until 2005 when the first actual vertical drop would be built at Busch Gardens Tampa as Sheikra. This would also offer a splashdown element towards the end of the ride, offering a soak zone for spectators. This version would lead to the coaster model starting to gain in popularity. There would be other installations, and it wasn't until 2016 where we would start to see these coasters start to go higher, faster, and longer than they had in the past. Cedar Point would add Valravn, and it would open at a height of 223 feet, offering views of Lake Erie before descending on its 90-degree drop. This is by far one of my favorite first drops because of its view. In 2019, Canada's Wonderland would beat this record with Yukon Striker sitting at 225 feet tall, a 245-foot first drop, with a length of 3,625 feet and a top speed of 81 miles per hour. The next installation would be Emperor at SeaWorld San Diego, which is currently still under construction, which is more of a compact dive model. Still not as short as Oblivion. It will only sit at a height of 153 feet with a length of 2,411 feet. From the test runs, it appears that this model would be more intense than some of the other models. So in total, there are 15 of these coasters currently around the world. So why don't we see more of these? Well, first, it's the cost. bandm coasters, while reliable, can be very pricey for a lot of small parks that don't have the budget for them. In the United States, we only see two chains that really have them: SeaWorld Parks and Cedar Fair Parks. Why aren't these more appealing to people? Well, in the United States, theming could make these models so much better. Even at SeaWorld Parks, we don't see much theming around them. Over in Europe is a different story. Also, many of them offer the same layout with only the height, speed, and length changing. Also, 3 inversions. While the first drop is always amazing from the front row, the ride, in my opinion, is kind of forceless. Many say it's due to the vest restraints. Sheikra, in my opinion, does not have the same feeling as Valravn because of the restraints. The public likes these models, most likely for the hanging feeling on the first drop and the feeling of free falling. They aren't bad coaster models, but once you've ridden one, you know what to expect from the others. Like I've stated before, the first drop in the front offers spectacular views. The hate, I think, comes from what I think most coaster enthusiasts wanting intensity and airtime. The vests restrict this. I personally think it's a great family coaster, even though the height requirement is usually 52 inches and higher. Also, the first drop offers some great picture moments compared to other coasters. I think with the price tag of only being at $11 million for Emperor Coaster at SeaWorld San Diego, that we could see smaller parks eventually interested in this smaller concept model if it is deemed to be popular with people. Unfortunately, we are currently in a pandemic, so even that price tag might be high for some parks. I think that more parks in the United States offer theming. Like I've said before, you could have a totally different ride experience. Who do I think will install these in the future? Well, I think Cedar Fair will continue to install them at their parks and SeaWorld Entertainment. The one great thing is that bandm makes reliable coasters, and it's the main reason parks love them. Also, these dive coasters can load 2 trains at once, allowing for easy dispatches. Most trains are 3 cars, with 8 riders sitting across for a total of 24 riders per train. It's very easy to push through a line with these models. What's your opinion of these coasters? Do you love this model or hate it? Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, thanks again for watching, and please hit that subscribe button to catch future videos from Midwest Coaster fans.